Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Hope everyone is doing well today. Today I wanted to show you guys how to coffee dye paper and lace. I had a request for this video, how to coffee dye paper, and I actually recorded a tutorial on how to coffee dye paper a little over a month ago. I just haven't posted it. And so I was sitting thinking I should really just do it over again because it's been a while since I recorded that one, and I kind of wanted to add in how to coffee dye lace as well. So here we are. So let's get right into it. Right here I have some items that I have coffee dyed. This is a doily that I coffee dyed, and just some regular papers with just different little designs on them. And no two pieces of coffee dye paper are ever the same. So that's kind of the magic of, or the art of coffee dyeing. And I always think they turn out so beautiful. So those are some just regular papers. This is a piece of like a paper bag that's coffee dyed. There's another piece. Now, if you're new to coffee dyeing, you may be wondering, what in the world do you use coffee dye paper for? So in my case, I like to junk journal. So I think they add a nice touch to junk journaling, and it gives paper the aged look. And honestly, I just think it's beautiful, and you can coffee dye pretty much any kind of paper. So let's jump right into how this is done. Oh, by the way, this is the lace, coffee dye lace. All right, so let's jump in. I'm gonna move this out of the way. And what you're gonna need is some paper, any kind of paper, a container, and optional, something to dry your papers with. Oh, and of course, coffee. All right, so let me get this in frame here so you can see what's going on. We'll do the lace last. So I have some sheet music here. You can go to like a used bookstore, you know, or if you have sheet music laying around the house. We'll dye an envelope, piece of scrapbook paper, some regular typing paper, or, you know, any kinds of papers that you have. Just throw it in, throw them in. Here I have a brown paper bag. You can just tear it. Put pieces in. So we'll do these two. You're gonna kind of spread your papers out, and I have a pan. I'm not sure exactly how big this pan is, but just get like your largest cookie sheet, or just a large pan, large flat pan. And I have brewed some coffee. I have brewed, this all came from the same coffee pot. I put some of it, 1 cup is like pure coffee, and then this one I added water to it. So I don't know if you can tell the difference in color, but this is a lighter coffee on this side, and then this is darker. So this is straight coffee, and then I added water to this one. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm going to take the darker coffee first. And I'm just going to add a little at a time, just in random spots. Random spots. And I like to let this sit for like 5 or 10 minutes before I put the lighter coffee. Then you kind of lift a little bit and get the papers that have not been touched yet. Just adding little spots of dark coffee. And like I said, you let this sit between 5 and 10 minutes. And then for purposes of time, I'm just going to show you what happens next. So you're going to take your lighter coffee and you're going to just kind of randomly pour it. And it's going to get to the spots where the darker coffee is. So you're going to have lighter spots and darker spots. You're going to kind of lift. And some people like their coffee dye paper to look uniform, like all of the papers to be a certain shade, or but I like my paper to have different designs and things in them, different, you know. I want them all to be different. So you're gonna pour that on and you're gonna let that sit for another I would say like 10 to 15 minutes for that. By that time it should all be soaked in. So when it looks like it's all covered, you should go and have a cup of coffee yourself and wait for your coffee dye paper to do its thing. You can kind of move it around a little bit just so that every piece of paper gets some coffee love. All right, so after that time has passed, if you're gonna coffee dye some lace, you can pour your coffee off into another container, or if you only want to dye paper, then you can just pour it down the drain. But I'm gonna pour my coffee into a different container here because we're still gonna use this coffee for dyeing some lace. So I'm gonna move that. Okay, and so after yours has sat for several minutes, you're gonna take a fan. No, this fan I got from Amazon. It's very inexpensive and it works very well, but it has 3 settings on it. I don't know if you can hear that. And it keeps charged at least 8 hours, so I'll turn it off. But you can bend it and it sits right on the edge of my container or pan, and I turn it on and I just let it run, and it dries my coffee paper wonderfully. So it only takes maybe 45 minutes to an hour, depending on how many sheets of paper you have in here. But you just sit it there and you let it run, and you come out with beautifully dyed coffee paper. Okay, and I wanted to show you a few pieces. Like I showed you before, you know, everything comes out different and beautiful. And this is what you use for scrapbooking or junk journaling or whatever you want to use it for. Okay, so real quick, that extra coffee that we had earlier, we're going to dye some lace. So just get any kind of lace that you like, that you want dyed, and you just put it in. And you just move it around. And you let it sit for a good 10-15 minutes, depending on how dark you want it. And it comes out like this. It might be hard to see how that this is dyed, but yeah, it comes out dyed. And if you don't want all of it dyed, you just want pieces of brown, you can leave part of it out of the coffee. So yeah, I hope this helps. I hope you guys who are new at this, try this. This is just how I coffee dye things. It may not be, you know, how other people do it, but this is just my my way of doing it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you would give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment at the bottom. I would love to hear from you guys, and thank you so much for watching. Talk to you soon. Bye bye.